How many times you were afraid to do something? And how many times you avoided it to do? Well, we all are human beings, and this is one of the most common thing in our life, that when we try to do anything for the first time, or maybe something which is very difficult, like a mountain to move, we almost fear. We try to avoid that task, thinking that it is very difficult and it will require a lot of money, resources, and a courage to complete that activity. But what happens when you decide to run towards your fear? When you decide to confront your fears, you realize that fear was just a mere illusion. It dispels, it disappears as soon as you run towards your fear. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about the 3 ways using which you can become fearless, using which you can manage your fears. You'll be able to overcome these fears. So the number 1 technique of overcoming your fear is practice bravery training. I was listening to Robin Sharma's podcast today, and I was listening to him very attentively because he was talking about how you can manage your fears, how you can overcome your fears by practicing the bravery training. So bravery training is nothing. For example, you fear anything most, you try to go ahead and do the same thing. Become audacious in doing the things which you fear most. For example, in my childhood, I used to fear how to swim. I remember I would simply sit at the bank of river, and I would not go and try to swim because I would fear that I would drown. But if within 2 days I learned how to swim only when I went into the water and people helped me. I tried and I could overcome the fear of drowning in the river. So anything that you fear and you decide to do it, that is called as practice the bravery training. For example, you want to ask for love from your spouse or from your loved ones. Maybe there are some needs that are unmet and you want to meet those needs, but you are fearing to say that because you are fearing that your spouse or your loved one will judge you, and you're afraid of expressing yourself. But you decided that you will express yourself, and you did it. That is practicing the bravery trainings. So practice bravery training. And the second thing is release your attachment to the outcomes. Most of the time, this is one of the predominant reason of human being not doing things which they actually want to do, which is difficult, is because they're always afraid of being judged. They're always afraid of being ridiculed. They're always afraid of failure, afraid of success, and many other things. Because they attach their fear with the outcome, they don't try to manage and push them in doing something. And even before that, they feel that what if I start doing it? What if they will be judged? What if they will be ridiculed? What if they will be successful? What if they will be a failure? I would advise you to try to detach yourself from the outcome of anything that you want to do, and you will see the results. And the last way of managing your fear is hang out with heroes. Now, you may want to read the books of real leaders, the true heroes, the titans, and those people who have actually met with a lot of adversities in their life. Those adversities have taught them to become fearless. Those adversities have taught them to be a thinker, to be a disruptor, to be an innovator. You might want to go ahead and read their books. If you do not have an opportunity to hang out with them, read their books, listen to their podcasts, watch their interviews, or watch their documentaries. You will actually know how did they overcome their fear, how did they met those challenges and overcome those challenges that they actually met in the life, and what life taught them, and how did they learn and managed their fears and became successful. So these 3 ways you can apply and you can become fearless. But to conclude, I would only say that the only way to become fearless is to become audacious in doing what you fear most. I have experienced many a time in my life that I would be very fearful in doing the things until I will actually put myself into that activity. And the moment I will realize that I will start doing that activity in the middle or somewhere at the finish, I would feel as if it was not a fear, it was mere illusion. And most of the time fear is nothing but a mere illusion. So be brave, become fearless, try to face the fears, confront it, and you will see the difference. So I hope you loved the video today. In case if you have any questions or suggestion, you may want to drop them in the comment section, and I would love to answer them. So this is your friend Tauseef Hasan signing off until we meet again. Love you all.